Welcome, Geminis. This is your July 6th to July 12th forecast. And for you, what's going to be of significance is going to be your spiritual growth and development. So let's get you some messages there. We do have this Uranus and Gemini that's occurring on 7/7. And we have the Tower here as well as the Two of Pentacles. And let's get one more here. So we have the Two of Wands. Okay, interesting. So you may have some new revelations coming to you, some new philosophies that you're learning here as a part of your spiritual growth and development journey. You may also have competing ideas or philosophies here just that you're trying to work through, and you're trying to figure out like what's true, what makes sense, how things really are. And you are also moving towards like a major shift in your consciousness. So this is you like evolving and growing from the person that you previously were and turning into someone that is of a higher frequency and has transitioned into a higher dimension here as well. And it is one where you are letting go of burdens. You're releasing all that doesn't align with you and who you are. And this may be people, places, things, organizations, traditions, belief systems as well. So it's like you letting go of all of that is your focus here, and deciding like what is true to you and where you do want to place your focus. Wonderful. So we have the moon coming out here with clarity coming towards you. And as you are continuing to refine your beliefs and you're listening, you're watching videos, you're reading text, you're learning, there's more knowledge and information and wisdom coming to you as a part of that process, but also as a part of you going within, connecting more deeply, doing your self-care practices, doing your meditations to connect with source and your higher self here. So more knowledge, more information being made available to you and coming to you. I'm also hearing like downloads you'll receive. There may also be activations for some of you who have particular gifts, talents that you came here to develop, to explore, to experiment with. All of that, all good things. Wonderful. We have opportunities waiting for you. And yeah, door. Wonderful. So this is you stepping through that new portal, stepping into a new chapter, one where you are more aligned and you're utilizing your intuition and allowing yourself to be divinely guided and led. So also you may want to be thinking things through, allowing yourself to reach that state of clarity, like by processing things that have happened, as opposed to just skipping over it or just, oh, well, I know already. No, you may need to meditate on it. You may need to really consider and make sure that you understand what happened, so you understand the lessons that that are being exposed to you. Also, if you are in some way, and you'll have to apply this however it resonates, but if you are taking risks in some way, or you are just letting go of things haphazardly, or you're going in a path or direction where you feel like it's not really for you, your intuition is quite not there, then be mindful of that and don't take any unnecessary risks or do anything that's out of your character that doesn't align with who you authentically are. Okay? So just be mindful of those things as they come up, and if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, then that is your message and that is your answer. So let's look at challenges here. So we have the Three of Swords. So you may also be challenged here with your healing process. You may want to stay in your comfort zone, or you may want to hold on to the past. So that may come up as a challenge for you here. So you're being guided to really continue on your journey of healing and knowing and trusting that you are whole and complete. And changing, transforming here. I feel like we talked about that a little bit here, but we have that confirmation coming out, and also as an obstacle here. So just that whole change, transformation process, you elevating your frequency, that you may encounter, like I said, wanting to stay in your comfort zone, or just have that temptation to not allow yourself to explore and expand and to grow. So just be mindful of that. What else? So, all right. So there also here is a need to regulate your emotions here and to really work towards being emotionally stable and secure. And that's not saying that you're not, but there just may be moments where you do have difficulty in expressing yourself and your emotions in an emotionally intelligent way. So that's what this is speaking to here. Just continue working on balancing your emotions and applying the appropriate amount of energy to the things that are happening and occurring here, so that you're not getting overwhelmed, or you're not allowing the emotional part, the emotional side of things to take over. Okay, so let's see, let's look at underlying fears here. So we have the Five of Pentacles. So it may be that you may feel lack in some way, or you may have a fear of lack, or you may, like, if you want to explore gifts and talents that you have and being financially free that way, you may have this fear that is going to create some lack in your finances here, that you may not be able to provide for yourself or for your family or for those that you love in the way that you really want to, because you feel like for some reason going down that path is not going to be financially fruitful to you. And that is only the case because that is what you may be believing. Okay, so that is not the truth, and that's those underlying beliefs and values, belief systems that you do have that need to be addressed and corrected, because if you feel that way, then that's what the universe will provide to you. But if you know that's not true, you can process that. You can explore why you're feeling that way. You can adjust your beliefs, your thoughts, your speaking, and then your actions. All right, so let's look at your beliefs, goals here. Yeah. Desiring to be that boss, to be that protector, to be that provider, to be that source of support for yourself and for others. What else? King of Wands. Yeah, you definitely want to be doing something that you feel passionate about, that is very important to you. So you doing this work and being that pillar in the community for your family is what makes you passionate and makes you get up in the morning. It really, gives you that motivation and that desire to seek change, to seek growth. So let's look at your approach here. So we have the Four of Cups. So that area where you may want to put a little bit of focus here, because you may find that it is a little difficult here going through this journey here, going in the direction of what you feel is divinely guided for you. Because we know that you do have a little bit of underlying fears or doubts about that. So it may be difficult going down that path and journey. But if you're only focused on the difficult parts of it, or defining it as difficult, that is putting energy towards a lower vibrational type of frequency that's going to stay around. That's going to keep you in that comfort zone. That's going to keep you stuck and stagnant. Refocus, regroup, reprioritize, reorganize, restructure, whatever it is that you need to do to align you with the truth. And that is that you are infinitely talented and capable, and you can excel and achieve and be successful at anything that you desire. And if you desire to use your gifts and talents to be financially free, you can absolutely be successful at that. Okay. So let's look at your outside environment here. And there may also be some individuals in your environment that are making it a little difficult for you at this time. So they are creating more challenge for you. They are creating more obstacles for you. They are somehow either intentionally or unintentionally creating roadblocks for you. So you may find that that is occurring in your external environment. So that is inviting you to go within, to identify ways that you can persevere through that. You can keep your faith, that you can keep your hope, that you can keep the truth true. And you can step away from any beliefs or detach from any beliefs that are not true. And you can decide like what you're actually putting your effort towards. Okay, so I see that there is some distraction things happening that may distract you away from your path. And even if it's just beliefs. Okay, so we also have the Six of Cups here. So there is a soul family in your environment. There's soul tribe that is available to you. So it may be you networking or getting out in your community or joining groups online, whatever it is, however you connect with others and however you find like-minded souls, you're being guided to do that. And do what's within your comfort zone to do, because not everybody feels comfortable with like getting out into the community. So excuse me, that's just an example. You can do it online. You can, you know, do whatever makes you feel good. And if you desire to step outside of your comfort zone and go volunteer somewhere, that is awesome. That's wonderful. That's part of this process. You exploring and experimenting a little bit here, but always do things that you feel comfortable with. And yeah, that may make you feel a little uncomfortable, like stepping out of your comfort zone. But if that's something you desire to do, absolutely go for it. Take that inspired action toward it. Yeah, and this is also speaking to hidden gifts and talents as well that you can explore. And we said that earlier, as far as you really working through any beliefs that you have about that's not helpful to you. So I don't know why I keep coming back to that, because it keeps getting communicated. So that is a very strong message for someone that does need to hear that. All right, so let's look at guidance here. So we have the Seven of Wands, and we have you continuing to work towards what is important to you, continuing to aspire to those dreams, and dream big, dream very, very large. Visualize something that's so crazy that when you think of, you're like, oh, this, I don't know how this could happen, but I'm visualizing it, and then know that better can come to you. That's only an idea for the universe to bring you joy, to bring you excitement, to bring you creation, to bring you ideas, to bring you opportunities. Use your imagination and go off the charts here, because it's all available to you and there's no limits. Okay, what else do we have here? So we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wonderful, wonderful to see, because this is everything aligning for you. Here is your financial wealth and success, all aligning with you and with you in alignment. And so this to me is you being aligned with your purpose here, why you came here. Those gifts and talents we were talking about here, you expanding upon them and being financially free from them, and all aligning in place, and you experiencing and receiving more than your wildest dreams, all because you let go of those beliefs, of those things that you know are not true. Okay, and then putting in that inspired effort toward what it is you do want and desire. So what else here? So we have gratitude. Wonderful. That's a really great point, and I was going to speak to that here, but I skipped over it. But yeah, just at the very, very core level, gratitude and appreciation. That's at the foundation of it all, of everything. And also considering the ways in which you've been successful in the past, because you have a lot of accomplishments and achievements that you already have available to you that you can connect with and be proud of yourself for. So ensure you're practicing gratitude and appreciation. What else? And grieving. Okay. So as you are ready to let go of the past, or to let go of things that you know aren't helping you to progress and move forward, then you will be ready for these things. But you must do that when you feel good about it, when you feel it is time. But when you are ready, this is what's waiting for you. Infinite possibilities, abundance, blessings, joy, fulfillment. It's all waiting for you. But it is up to you when you are ready to step forward into that energy. Okay? What else? We have you wanting to connect here, maybe feeling lost, confused, or unable because you're disconnected with source. So these are some recommendations: connecting through meditation and prayer, and using the affirmation, I am connected to the infinite source of power who grants me all I need to be free. Wonderful. That's a wonderful affirmation there. And that may help you with the grieving process here. So this grieving to me is not just about particular things or situations or circumstances, but it can also be about loved ones that were lost as well. So just knowing that they are always in your heart and you always carry a piece of them with you, and they are always there in spirit whenever you choose to connect, whenever you're thinking about them. And you finding the best way for you to heal your heart here. But you're inspired and being divinely guided to connect within as a part of this process. So what else do we have here? So we have you choosing your battles. So that's so interesting. And this is really about the reprioritization and refocusing and reorganizing and re-strategizing on what's important to you, what you're going to give your energy to, right? So you may decide, I don't want to give my energy to grief anymore. I'm ready to move on. I have moved on. And so it is. And now you are very much focused in the present moment and on your dreams and your desires and feeling the way that you want to feel, and finding those ways to be grateful and appreciative for the things that you have in your life, for the air that you're breathing, for the accomplishments that you have, and all that the blessings and abundance that are available and coming towards you as well. Okay, so we also have the throat chakra coming up here, so you may want to do some meditations on that to ensure that it is balanced and you are speaking your truth with emotional intelligence and unconditional love. Okay, what else? So we have you claiming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. Yeah, thank you so much for that confirmation here. I feel like this is really summing up the things that we've been talking about here as far as letting go of the pain and the hurt and allowing yourself to heal and get to that place where you are able to regulate your emotions and be emotionally intelligent in your communications and in your thoughts. And that translates into the things that you say, the way that you work through your problems, the way that you work through any needs and wants and desires that you do have with others, doing that from an emotionally intelligent place. And that includes, again, that self-regulation of your emotions. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so we do have that sadness and isolation coming up here. And I also do want to say that if you feel like you do want to seek out a medical professional or a licensed professional for some support, absolutely do that. Absolutely do that here. So we do have some grieving, we do have some healing. It could even be a separation in a relationship here that you're working through. So at any point, if you do feel like that would be beneficial and helpful to you, absolutely do that. And also remember that soul family being available to you. So this would be individuals that you trust, that you know have your best interest in mind, and that you feel comfortable with sharing information with. And you only have to share what you feel comfortable sharing. But there's absolutely soul family out there. And like I said, definitely seek counseling or comfort or support from a licensed professional as well, if you feel like that's something that would be helpful to you. Okay. All right, let's see. So we have success. Wonderful, wonderful. That is awesome news. Thank you so much. It is right here. Success, abundance, and blessings. Stop. It says abundance here. So you know that's true. It came out as your confirmation here. Thank you so much. So that is such a wonderful way to end this, because we know that you're healing here. You're processing some things here, but you're coming through that and meeting success and abundance. We also have the master number 88 here, so I will put a link in the description if you are interested in learning more about that master number, or you can Google it if you feel called to do that. But I love this so much. This is such a wonderful way to end here. Wishing you all the abundance and success that you desire, if I can get it out. But yeah, let's just end it right here. Abundance and success. Have a wonderful week, Gemini. Take care.